Okay.
Hi everyone! Happy World Fringe Day. We're here.
Fringe Day.
We're here with everyone from Hull Fringe, City of Culture. Say hi,
we
guys.
are UK. Hello. We have Janie and Dan, and I'm Mike.
Hi. Brilliant. So tell us a bit about your festival and your fringe.
Fringe is embryonic. Our fringe started because of City of Culture. If I'm honest, it's me that's flying in the ointment that started the fringe. When we went on, I showed to yourselves this little thing.
What was it?
Now,
You froze?
Yes. This contains a flame that in 1948 killed Marshal Montgomery of Second World War fame. And it burns in two places in the world. One is in Holland, on top of a monument, and the other one you've just seen.
Yeah. Can you show it to us again?
Certainly can.
Show it to the world. Wow, everyone.
So,
can you speak?
Yep. So, I pitched our City of Culture for funding. A long series of events based around this flame. And we would finish with a major event. People turned me down. 650 groups bid for funding, and only 60 got any.
Oh, wow.
And yeah, now got involved in a web conversation with one of the executive producers and said, I'm going to run a major event based around this flame. People are going to ask why the City of Culture brand isn't on it. And he said, we'd love to have our brand on that. And I thought, I bet you would.
Yeah.
You showed them.
Yeah. So if you're going to do that, are you going to put any resources in, either in the form of either money or people?
Yeah.
And he said, no.
No.
And I thought, okay, we'll do it anyway.
Well done.
And I put up the idea of a fringe. Now, the first person I thought of was Dan. Because 2 years ago, I ran a major event in Hull, and I met Dan there. A good part of our ethic in life is about accessibility, about equality and diversity. And that why should the likes of Dan be excluded? So the event 2 years ago was a major choral event, but I invited a large deaf group, and we had somebody doing sign language, even though it was an a cappella event. And
wow, that was amazing.
But Dan and I clicked. Okay, so he was the first person I thought of. Then somebody else popped up and said, I'll write you a website. That was John, who's not here today because he's doing stuff. So immediately we had...
Thanks, John.
Yeah, John's not here, but hello, John, yeah. We ended up with, at the first meeting, somebody listening in who turned out to be a mental health advocate. So he got involved. Then we ended up with Janie. Now, Janie is a promoter.
Hi,
so
Janie.
We have a core of people, because I have a background in special needs. So we have a core of people who are interested in accessibility for everybody. A group of people who are also bloody minded.
Very important.
You've got to have a bit of that.
Who say, you can't do this. So you say, yes, we can.
Yeah, we can.
We, at the moment, our frame, embryonic in that small events within City of Culture. Fringe should exist all year. Next year, we'll aim to do a festival. So we're at the steep learning curve at the beginning.
Yeah.
So anybody who's got any money they'd like to give us, they'd be very welcome to give it us.
We will share that out there.
We've got the branded kit on now. We have the branded kit.
That's so cool.
On the back.
Oh, we're getting bums. Oh no, we're not on backs. Nice.
The logo itself is a parody of the City of Culture's logo. The City of Culture's logo, I believe it was you or John came up with some events, and we just thought that was just really nice, so we adopted that and just went with that, and it's identifiable.
Yes, we've ripped off the City of Culture logo.
Yeah.
Parody. But we were conscious that they were in the background, cyber squatted the Fringe name. Deliberately picked up a web address. It's about copyrighting it. We are the proper Fringe.
Yeah, you're the fringiest Fringe of all.
Yeah, we're the Fringe of the Fringe. Yes. Aim is
Brilliant.
to not the corporate thing. The grassroots, the little people, the chance. Interestingly, in the City of Culture, the people who've suffered, the people who are getting less exposure as far as culture goes, are actually the little people.
Yeah.
Janie will testify to that.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. We run a 12-year-old festival that attracts 10,000 people every year, and it's all about springboard of like promoting young, all the demand, new local musicians. As I say, we didn't get any funding whatsoever from City Culture, which is fair enough. But what annoyed, I didn't expect to get anything, but I wanted to do a series of workshops to get young volunteers involved and just organising of it. But we got turned down, which is fair enough. But what did annoy me is there was no reply. They were saying to me, "Oh well, I'm sorry, but we're too busy to give you a reply even." Off any feedback whatsoever. So that kind of works well. Like it's been going and continue going while you're here and when you're gone. And I think we just could have just gone and got a reply from them. So I do think they've kind of ignored a lot of grassroots projects. And it's amazing how many young people feel the same way into art. And all we want to do is do our stuff. We don't want any money for it or anything like that as such. Do you know? It's just about being involved for this year and celebrating amongst everything else. And we do still do that regardless, but we do feel like all the marketing is all about them rather than anything else. So people miss out on the smaller stuff. Like a Delta.
So what has Best Fringe got in store? What have you got on your radar? What's happening? What's going to be happening?
Next thing, Dan. I'll just turn you to Dan. What's the next event? What's John got to say?
What I know is with the projects going on in Hull, which is based around hip hop, breakdance, and so on. And there are some plans in the works to host an event in the middle of next month based around that. The details are still being worked out at the moment, but it's looking absolutely amazing. There's going to be rap-offs, there's going to be breakdance show-offs, I think that's the word.
Yes, breakdancing competition.
Yeah.
Really?
It's going to be absolutely amazing. Yeah. It's going to be held in a place called, I think it's going to be held in O'Reilly's, where we had our launch gig, and that venue is just superb. It's everything that the Fringe is about. It's a great starting point.
Awesome.
Brilliant.
Hull University came up with a Fringe where they had a barbershop quartet singing. And he said, if you're going to do a barbershop quartet, come to me with them doing fire eating while juggling,
So Fringe right now.
Fringe right now.
That's Fringe. 4 people doing that show isn't very fringy, is it?
No.
You know, the whole point of Fringe.
Well, I don't know. Anything maybe can be Fringe. We're gonna wrap up now by saying Happy World Fringe Day to Hull Fringe.
Happy World Fringe Day. Happy World Fringe Day.
Thank you.
Yeah, you guys are doing awesome, and thank you so much for joining us.
Keep us updated with all your plans.
You're going to leave us with a parting word.
We will. Yes.
Do it.
Word. Cultural legacy for 2018 and beyond. UK finish on December 3rd. We will continue and be the cultural legacy. So this is the embryo. This is the very beginning. 10 years' time when we're big.
So grassroots projects, you know, as well.
Thanks.
Missed you already.
Take care.
Bye.
Time out. Bye.